Did you know that the drugs that you get prescribed for things like anxiety, depression, any sort of disorders, things like that, did you know they're only about this much more effective than a placebo? I'm sure you know what a placebo is. It's where they basically give you a pill and it would have sugar or something that's really not just a benign substance pretty much. And they would tell you that it's going to do this and that. It's going to help with your depression. They would give you the placebo in the same packaging and bottle as your normal medication. And yeah, you will create then a biochemistry effect with your belief, right? So think about that for a second. One of the most common things that if you ask for help or seek help with things like anxiety and depression, any mood disorder, right? They will give you something that's about as effective as a placebo, only a tiny bit more. And placebo, let's say as well, is completely free. It's the power of belief, right? It's the power of your psychology. So why am I telling you this? Why am I passionate about it? Well, because I remember when I was 13 years of age, and frankly, I was very depressed. You might think, oh, who doesn't go through those things when they're a teenager or whatever? But I was literally suicidal. I had taken some let's say some action in that thing, to the point where people were alarmed and they took me to seek professional help. And you go to a psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever, and then they told me, you have a chemical imbalance in your brain, so take this. Talk to somebody about it, sure, but I didn't see much benefit in that. Although I did it didn't help much at all. It was nice to be heard and felt seen, but the drugs that were supposed to fix this chemical imbalance, they gave me other issues and other problems. And it wasn't till, and by the way, just that label as well, when you're 13 years of age or any years of age and someone tells you the problem with you is a chemical imbalance in your brain and the solution is a drug, I felt like it's like, I took that on as I'm less than whole, I'm less than good, like I'm broken or something. And the truth is, changing the chemical balance of your brain or your body, your biochemistry, is the easiest flipping thing in the bloody world. You do it when you breathe differently, you move differently, when you eat differently, if you exercise. I wasn't depressed because of things that have happened. That's what I thought. I thought it was my environment, things that happened. The truth is, I was doing depression internally. So I was not focusing on a bright future, let's put it that way. I was focusing on things I didn't like, how unlucky I was, and I won't go on that rant, but a whole bunch of different stuff that led me to creating this biochemistry effect, known as the emotion of depression and, suicidal ideation. I don't think I said that right, but you get my idea, right? And so I just want to point out that it wasn't till I started to go, many years later, when I'm like, okay, I got to handle this myself. I got to get to the bottom of what it is. I got to step up, because no expert with any degree, PhD, whatever, seems to be helping me very much. And when I look around me at other people that have similar issues, similar problems, they don't seem to be changing much either. And they're all doing the traditional method, right? Sometimes they got worse with the different side effects from the drugs, or going to talk to somebody about their same problems and issues over and over again, reliving it. So I just wanted to point out that it's really so easy to change your biochemistry. Literally, if you go exercise, change your biochemistry. You can change it in the short term, right? By moving differently, breathing differently, jumping up and down, whatever the hell. It's really easy to shift quickly in the short term. But long term, if you want to change it long term, you got to start to change your psychology. And all psychology is basically just a whole bunch of beliefs that you have inside you. That's what psychology is. And beliefs are just feelings of certainty. And most of this, 95% of it, is subconscious, unconscious, or other than conscious, whichever term you prefer. And we're only aware of a tiny little bit of it, right? And research again has proven time and time again that, off the top of my head, I might write this in the comments when I brush up on it, but I think we have something like 65,000 thoughts every day on average as an adult, and on average, about 95% of those thoughts are the same. So if you're in that position where you're feeling anxiety or depression or anything like that, part of it might be that you've created such a pattern in you of these emotions that your body starts doing it straight, like easily. But it's also your thoughts that are doing that. You have to focus on different things. Your focus determines your thoughts determine your focus, and your focus determines the way you feel. Like you can't focus on something you really like and enjoy without feeling uplifted. If you continue on it, if you focus on it for 2 seconds, yeah, maybe you're still going to feel a bit shitty or whatever. But if you go, what's good about life? What am I happy about? And your brain might go, I'm not happy about anything. What's this idiot talking about? But if you said, if I did know, if I wanted to feel good, if I wanted to feel happy, what could I focus on? What could I appreciate right now that already exists in this moment? And your biochemistry will start to change. So I'm not saying that, the drugs, prescribed drugs don't have their place, but I'm just saying they're a short-term solution for something that's going on deeper. Sometimes it might just be a time, a space of life you're in, and you just need to simply brush up on your nutrition, your diet, and get your ass moving again, and you'll work through whatever it is. Other times you need to go a bit deeper and work on your psychology. Work on your psychology, beliefs. What's shaping your experience of life, your blueprint of life that's got you feeling so shitty or fearful or stuck or whatever the hell it is. But yeah, that's just my little rant for today. I hope you found some value in it. Let me know if you did. Let me know if you have any comments, any feedback, anything. Hit me up. Let me know. Peace.